Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce a very special ring girl for our next contest. She is Miss Liverpool and she will be competing in the Miss England finals. A big warm welcome for Lucy Whittaker. Thank you, Lucy. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Please welcome into the ring the challenger from Liverpool, Derry Matthews.
As ever, Derry makes his ring walk to the strains of Deacon Blues dignity. And he's suggested in the run-up to this, if I lose, it's the end. 45 fights he's had now. Still only 30, seems to have been around forever, doesn't he? His debut back in 2003, and he's had some real hard fights over the years. This could be another one.
He has. At one time he was, you know, the young lad, the great young amateur, great boxing ability, but now he seems to, like a cat, he's got about 9 lives.
And the thing is, he can punch. He's got that sort of get-out-of-jail card, but he's been in trouble in fights and found the big punch to turn them round. Wins against Anthony Crawler, against Tommy Coyle, and he's so popular hereabouts, as you can hear from the reaction of the crowd here at the Liverpool Olympia. Runs a gym in town, Derry, and very, very popular. Says he needs to keep fighting to buy his wife's shoes. He's been training long and hard over in Spain, and he reckons this time he's got it absolutely right.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome into the ring the British lightweight champion from Warsaw, Martin Getty.
Johnson, Martin Gethin's manager and trainer, said that the hostile reception which he is getting now is not going to faze him in any way at all. The quiet man, they call him, and he's always immensely fit. In fact, the problem sometimes with Martin Gethin is to stop him overtraining, and this is his first fight since being beaten in that IBF title eliminator by Ahmed Diaz. How much has he got left? And it's his first fight since May last year. He's going to have to be good to win tonight, but he says he can do what Stephen Orman did to Derry Matthews in his last fight, and he can repeat that sort of performance and inflict defeat on Derry Matthews once more. Stage is set, it's going to be good.
Ladies and gentlemen, Frank Warren, sponsored by Raynham Steel, proudly presents 12 3-minute rounds for the British Lightweight Championship, live and exclusive on Box Nation from the Olympia here in Liverpool. Your officials are appointed by the British Boxing Board of Control. Your 3 scoring judges at ringside are Mr. Dave Paris of Leeds, Mr. Michael Alexandra of Doncaster, and Mr. Phil Edwards of Preston. Your steward in charge is Charles Giles, your chief inspector is Steve Furness, and your timekeeper at the bell is Andy East. And when the action begins, your referee in charge is Victor Laughlin of Paisley. And now to introduce the contestants. Firstly, fighting out of the red corner with a record of 34 wins with 19 KOs, 9 losses with 2 draws. At yesterday's weigh-in, he scaled 9 stone, 8 pounds, 6 ounces, and tonight wears the white and green shorts. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome a former Commonwealth champion from Liverpool, Derry Matthews. And across the ring in the blue corner stands the champion. His record reads 24 wins with 11 KOs, 4 losses and 1 draw to his name. At yesterday's weigh-in, he scaled 9 stone, 8 pounds, 7 ounces. And tonight he wears the red and white shorts. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting and introducing from Walsall, the British lightweight champion, Martin Getty. Your referee will now give his final instructions to both boxers.
Just show away, this is slightly high, so anything borderline will be okay, right? Anything borderline there's okay, it's slightly high. If you had your instructions in the dressing room, remember, obey my commands at all time, defend yourselves at all time. God bless, touch gloves. Touch them.
Ladies and gentlemen, 12 3-minute rounds for the British lightweight championship.
Scottish referee Victor Loughran giving final words of advice. Well, both these guys, I think it's fair to say, a lot of respect within the sport for both these lads. They've really served their dues over the years, and Derry Matthews, it was reflected when he got a sportsmanship award at the Boxing Board of Control dinner recently.
Yeah, and rightly so, John. Derry's done a lot for the sport, a great amateur, and gone on to become, you know, a really good professional, very good professional in my eyes. Never in a dull fight as well.
No, absolutely not.
We talk about his strength as well, his power, but he's also a fantastic boxer as well. You know, he's just that he has knocked out a few people, so we see him as a banger, but I see him as a better boxer. I think he's got to use that tonight against Martin.
Well, he said in the run-up to this that he doesn't think that Gethin can get in and out as effectively as Allman did when he beat him earlier this year. Gethin, I think, seems to think, or has said, that he can replicate the performance of Stephen Allman, but A, he's a lot taller, and he is a different kind of fighter, and Matthews thinks that he's going to be able to work him behind the jab.
Yeah, well, Gethin's got to push him back and got to slowly grind him down, because he'll know that, you know, Derry's a little bit battle-worn. You know, he's not at his youngest, so he'll try and take him into the later rounds. Both
30 years old, these two fellas. And Martin Gethin, absolutely right. He said, I will slowly break Derry down. I've got hunger, grit and heart. How much has he got left, though, after being found wanting at world level by a very talented fighter in Mamet Diaz? Yeah. Good opening round, this.
Gethin looks quite composed and just having a look at Derry at the minute. Derry trying to keep him at bay and trying to keep him with those long arms, which is probably his best, you know, his best asset. Letting Gethin throw and then making him pay.
That was nice from Gethin. Left hook to the body, followed by an uppercut. And that's a solid shot from Matthews, and already signs in this opening round that this could develop into something special.
Yeah, good style of fights for both of them. You know, it looks like it could go on to be a cracker.
Derry Matthews stopped Martin Gethin's big brother Steve in 3 way back in 2003. Steve now helps Martin run the Wild Star Amateur Boxing Club with Darren and Rob, his other brothers. That's good from Matthews, and the crowd responding. Judges who are watching this, that's a nice right hand from Gethin, good reply and good body shots as well. Judges can be swayed by the crowd noise, and they've got to be wary of that being the case. Really good opening round.
Great first round. I'd have to give that to Derry Matthews, to be honest. I think he threw a lot more punches, kept it long. I'll give him that 10-9.
Danny and George Vaughan in the corner with Derry, and this is some of his better work from that opening round. But Gethin had his moments.
Yeah, put a lot of effort into that first round, did Derry Matthews. That's why I give him that. Gethin seems to be, you know, trying to have a look at him really, even though he was coming back with some. Seemed a little bit more in control.
Errol Johnson speaking to Martin Gethin.
Don't start letting him shoot shots through you. Early on he was making him miss. Got me, keep making him miss. Come on. Don't let the round go.
Looks quite tight, Gethin. You know, his skin to his head looks really tight.
So into the second round, opener we've given to Derry Matthews. Completed 12 rounds on 4 occasions, Derry Matthews. Martin Gethin's never done that if it goes long. Remember him winning the Boxing Writers Young Boxer of the Year, Derry Matthews. Some great names have won that. And he still had the dream, and I guess still has the dream of maybe coming through this and still getting that big shot somewhere down the line. But he's got to win this.
Yeah, he's been given a hard task tonight to try and beat Martin, you know. He's got to take it away from him.
Gethin just trying to walk him down, trying to get into range.
Yeah, Gethin's constantly being, you know, he's keeping that front foot, making Derry work. So maybe he is looking toward the later rounds to try and break him down. He's keeping the pressure on with that front foot.
European champion is Emiliano Marsili. That's a good shot from Gethin. Lovely right-hand counter. Frenetic advice, fevered advice coming out of the Matthews corner. Danny and George Vaughan. Almost sounds as though there's a rival commentary team going on there. They're with every punch.
Yeah, he certainly wants this for Derry. Been there throughout all his fights, and you know he knows how much it means to Derry, this fight.
Matthews letting his punches go well, but he's not really troubled Gethin or hurt him too much so far, I don't think. Gethin's got those lean faces, and he does tend to mark up. Referee just telling Matthews to keep his punches up. Left hand looks as though it may have strayed low.
Yeah, I think Gethin allowing Derry to work as hard as he is doing, and he's keeping the pressure on. So maybe hoping again.
A smear of blood from the sometimes susceptible nose of Derry Matthews. And Gavin Rees caught him on there and didn't do him any good at all. Hard round, tough round. Matthews may be getting the better of it again, but it's close.
It's close. I think Derry took that round, but I just sense.
Jab the body, right hook over the top.
Gethin was coming back, wasn't he?
Yeah, I just sense Gethin knows what he's doing. He's sort of taking that, making sure that front foot's pushing Derry back all the time.
But as he comes, straight on him up as well. Whatever you do, don't go back in straight lines. Jab, half a step back, right or left. Whatever you do, you're doing all right. That's all. He's going to come stronger, this kid. He looks like he's, you know, gets into it a little bit.
You can see he's coming on strong.
Save it, no jumping round. When you fight with the jab's the key to it. Jab, half a step. Up the middle.
Recent record of Derry Matthews, he was